Let's bring Doug in. Doug is joining us from Vancouver Island, I think, tonight, on a vacation.
Maybe he's out vacationing with Pam Anderson.
Maybe.
Pam Anderson.
Doug, are you with Pam Anderson, really?
No, but I am with my lovely wife, Cindy.
Oh, well, there you go.
I'll tell you, we're from Vancouver Island, but we're spending 2 or 3 days vacation right in Vancouver. So having a good time.
Good stuff.
You know something, Doug? I'm a Canadian boy, born, bred, but never, ever been to BC.
No,
beautiful out there?
Me neither.
And I'm a Calgarian, and at the end of the day, I just got tired of the snow. So within Canada, the West Coast was the way to go, and I sure don't regret it. And talk about that hockey game the other night. Our two American friends, they kind of sat on the fence, but let me tell you, as a Canadian, what a game.
Oh, what a game. We needed that too. You know, for a country, we're all still celebrating it together, right?
I'm wearing the red, and I'm also wearing my Calgary Flames.
There you go.
I was worried he was going to show us his Canadian flag boxers for a minute.
Yeah.
All right, Doug, give us some help with this jackpot high five.
You betcha. I notice really I'm on board with what we've been hearing to date. There's no doubt in my mind Brookdale Johnny and James McDonald. They've got to get lots of respect. Really, both the Brookdales are dropping in class a little bit. You're going to find this group a bit easier. That's Brookdale Johnny with James and Brookdale Mickey with Louis Philippe. So you've got great drivers, a little bit easier. They both have to figure. I'm trying to get this done at 28.80. The other guys spent a little bit more than that, so they're feathering their ticket out a little bit more on the bottom. But I could probably have keyed the 5, but you know what? I would prefer to cash a bigger ticket, so I'm fishing a bit, and I really like the potential of Gentle on My Mind, the 9-horse, racing really well, and Colin Kelly's been getting a steady drive there. And you know, this is the best. This horse has the best closing quarter in this group if we exclude the previous performances on snowy tracks. I like to toss the snowy tracks out because they're so hard to really count on. So Gentle on My Mind, I think, is sneaky good in here at a price, and I would sure prefer to have that one come on top of my ticket. So based on that, 28.80, I'm going to be a little light on the bottom end, so I'm going to try to get her done with only 6 horses and get all 5 of the top 5 finishers with that.
I like it. That's the skinniest ticket we've seen so far tonight.
Yes, it is. Hey, Doug, just out of curiosity there, how do you see this race going? You're using Brookdale Johnny up on front, so how would you like to see James make his decision leaving the gate? You want to see him up close? You want to see him on top chopping it? You've watched enough of our racing tonight to catch any bias. What do you think?
I think it's going to be an aggressive race in total. Again, you can't have this quality of drivers in this situation and not expect them to be going for it. I do expect James to be close to the top, and if he's not right on the top, we might even see that backstretch move. Pipe Prince Charlie's another good speed horse, but I would actually prefer if he could find a helmet and be second or third, because he's capable of making a difference at the end as well.
Now, the other one there that you seem to be kind of happy about too, on your ticket there, I noticed you've been using him a lot, and you did bring him up too, and he's a horse that I've been thinking that his form is really starting to come around, and that's the 9-horse, the Ouellette horse, Gentle on My Mind. Now, at one time, it seemed like all of his racing was being done from off the pace, but last week, he changed things up a little bit, went forward a little bit. What about him? You're using him in amongst your ticket as well. What about him? Do you like the style of just racing him from off, or you also want to see him kind of go back to that style that he employed last week?
I love versatility, but we are seeing some closers get it done, especially lately. I'm glad to see the tracks. I would not rate it snowy anymore. We're getting some horses making a move from the back end now. So I think I'd be better off with Gentle on My Mind being mid to, say, 6th or 7th, and then making that move, because he's got a great move at the end. And I think we could see a surprise here if he can harness it.
I agree, yeah. I'm thinking that the way I played my ticket was more or less looking at a surprise, too. Biggest surprise being is if my ticket comes in.
Randy's the only one not using the 5
Yeah.
in the top 4.
Yeah, I got him in on the bottom there. I'm just thinking there's a chance that he might get over-raced is what I'm playing.
Well, Doug, have a nice
exactly.
vacation. Say hi to your wife for us. Take her out for a nice
I
dinner
will.
now.
Indeed, such a thrill to be doing this with you guys. Thanks so much.
Well, come back and see us anytime you're around. Come in and visit.
We really appreciate it, Doug.
Thanks, guys.
Alrighty, so Doug Henwood passing along his selections for the 11th race where we play the jackpot high 5 tonight with that mandatory payout. Let's meet the field for race number 8 where we kick off the late pick 4.
Here's number 1 in the